Studies have shown that the only thing that can really save you during an apocalypse is a beard. It's science. So people have been predicting the end of the world for hundreds of years. There's just something about the end of all things that fascinates people. Now, of course, most of these predictions have either been unfounded or just flat out wrong. I mean, remember Y2K and the Mayan apocalypse? But despite those predictions, there are theories that exist created by the scientific community that describe the most likely scenarios that could end all life on Earth. So this week, I gathered the most interesting and somewhat disturbing ones to share with you all. So here they are, 10 apocalyptic events that could end the world tomorrow. Number 1 is the Big Crunch. The Big Crunch theory says that the expansion of the universe, first created by the original Big Bang, will eventually halt, at which point it will begin to contract from the force of its own gravity, sucking everything that exists back into a singularity. That means that every galaxy, star, and planet would cease to exist, which of course includes Earth, and by extension, us. Now this shouldn't worry you for 2 reasons. First, from what we currently know, the universe is not only still expanding, but it's expanding at an accelerating rate, so you safe for now, baby. Secondly, if this did happen, there would be no warning anyways. You would just suddenly be shrunk
to a very, very small size and then
poof, gone. Number 2 is the heat death of the universe. This theory is basically the exact opposite of the Big Crunch, which says that gravity will never halt the expansion of the universe and that it will continue to widen and widen forever. So basically you're safe then, right? Well, not exactly. The laws of thermodynamics say that if the universe continues to infinitely expand, that all matter in the universe will eventually become evenly dispersed. This will cause stars to go out and ultimately leave Earth and everything else in a cold, dark nothingness. In case you missed biology class, not having warmth is really bad for anything that lives on Earth. The planet would essentially just become a giant ice ball. That's not good. Number 3 is an asteroid impact. Movies like Deep Impact and Armageddon may have moved the danger of an asteroid impact into the realm of fiction for most people, but the danger of one destroying life on Earth is more real than you might think. Our galaxy contains hundreds and hundreds of massive asteroids flying throughout space, some of which have been found by NASA hurtling directly at us. In 2005, a 390-meter wide asteroid called Apophis was said to potentially hit Earth by the year 2036 with the energy of 100,000 times that of an atomic bomb. Well, that asteroid ended up passing Earth in the year 2013, which is good news, except it arrived over 20 years earlier than expected, showing that even the world's greatest minds may not be able to tell if and when a catastrophic asteroid may hit Earth. I'm just filling you full of hope today, aren't I? Number 4 is a supervolcanic eruption. Throughout history, volcanoes have always had the power to cause massive damage and even destroy entire cities like Pompeii. Well, a supervolcano's like that, except they are millions of times stronger with ejecta of over 1,000 cubic kilometers, capable of causing the extinction of humanity. Of the 6 supervolcanoes on Earth, the largest is in Yellowstone National Park in the United States. If it were to erupt, it would produce over 2 billion tons of sulfuric acid. In addition, it could create the equivalent of a nuclear winter, with the resulting dust and debris blocking out the sun for several years. Now luckily, supervolcanoes rarely erupt. However, the Long Valley supervolcano in California has been showing signs of waking up in the last 20 years. So hide your kids, hide your wives, cause supervolcanoes gonna be raping everybody up in here. Number 5 is a global pandemic. New and deadly viruses are appearing faster today than ever before. As the Earth's population continues to grow beyond 7 billion people, the potential for new supergerms to develop and spread increases. Within the last century alone, we've seen 4 major flu epidemics as well as the emergence of SARS and HIV. And if Mother Nature doesn't create something that will kill us off, we might end up doing it ourselves, as anthrax, Ebola, and cholera have all been weaponized as biological warfare agents. But realistically, it won't be long before even the common flu is able to kill us off, what with everybody constantly using hand sanitizers all the time. Nobody builds up their immune system anymore. Go eat some dirt, lick a door handle. Stop being such a germaphobe. Number 6 is a giant solar flare. Solar flares, more properly known as coronal mass ejections, are enormous magnetic bursts from the sun that bombard Earth with subatomic particles at a speed of about 6.4 million kilometers per hour. Capable of reaching Earth within only minutes, a large enough solar flare could cause countrywide power outages and cut off our communication systems, meaning potentially millions of deaths. Now, the Earth's atmosphere and magnetic field are able to protect us from most solar flares. However, it just so happens that this year the sun will reach a solar max, which will cause it to enter a destructive period of turbulence, meaning a massive solar flare may be headed our way soon. In other words, before the solar flare, your biggest problem might be your cell phone battery dying, but after, it'll be learning how to poop in the dark while listening to riots outside. It'll kind of be like your own personal episode of Survivor. Look forward to it. Number 7 is a black hole. With an estimated 10 million black holes in our galaxy alone, the possibility of one gobbling up Earth one day is very real. The reason that they're so dangerous is that unlike an asteroid, a black hole does not have to come in direct contact with Earth to bring destruction. All that one has to do is pass through our solar system and it would distort all of the planet's orbits. This could cause extreme climate swings on Earth or even fling our planet into deep space. There's even a potential for us to one day accidentally create our very own black hole right here on Earth through particle accelerator machines like the relativistic heavy ion collider and the large hadron collider. Yay, science! Number 8 is environmental destruction. There is certainly no shortage of threats to our environment today. Global warming is causing sea levels to rise as well as wild tropical storms. Honeybees have been disappearing by the millions since 2006 in something called colony collapse disorder, which is resulting in the slowing of propagation of food crops around the world. At least 30,000 new species become extinct every year, faster than any other point in history, which is causing major disruptions in the worldwide ecosystem, and that's just a few of the problems that we face today. There's even something called the clathrate gun hypothesis that says that there are massive deposits of methane gas under the ocean in permafrost that are in danger of melting. If that occurred, it would be like the Earth releasing a giant fart, which would dramatically speed up global warming, causing untold havoc. Death by giant fart. It's how I'd always hoped I would die. Number 9 is global dimming. Simply put, global dimming occurs when air pollution creates a thick cloud barrier that blocks sunlight from reaching the Earth's surface. And the worst part about it is that it's already happening. Some scientists believe that global dimming has caused the United States to become 10% darker than it was in the 1950s. If global dimming continues, at best we're dealing with more acid rain and smog, and less food and oxygen for a growing populace. At worst, we could see Earth enter another ice age. Yeah, not exactly a win-win. And number 10 is a gamma ray burst. Gamma rays are a form of high-frequency electromagnetic radiation estimated to have 10 quadrillion times more energy than our sun. When two collapsed stars merge, they release a supernova of gamma rays that's so powerful that it briefly outshines the entire galaxy. If such an event occurred within a distance of 1,000 light years away from Earth, the resulting rays would literally fry Earth in an instant with an unimaginable amount of radiation. Luckily, all gamma ray bursts observed thus far have been extremely distant. However, there are some high-mass stars in our galaxy with the potential to explode. But don't worry, if Dr. Bruce Banner can survive it, so can you. No, I'm just kidding, you'll fry. Sorry. And that's it for this video, guys. As per usual, this was not an exhaustive list. There are many other theories out there about how the apocalypse could happen, like nuclear war like World War III, or the artificial intelligence robot takeover. I just chose the ones that I personally felt were most interesting. If you'd like to add me to Facebook and Twitter, or check out my second channel, the links to those will be in the description, along with all my other social networking sites. And you better do that because the apocalypse is coming, so why waste time, you know what I'm saying? And I will see you guys back here next Saturday with a brand new video. Peace. Hello and welcome to the outro screen. Hey guys, thanks for checking out my new video. If you enjoyed it, please remember to click the big red subscribe button below to subscribe to my channel. I release a new video every Saturday, and while you're at it, maybe click the like button, share this on Facebook, get hit by some gamma rays. Wouldn't that be nice to just be hulked up by some gamma rays? We all gotta go to the gym. Damn, takes so much effort. Anyways, I should probably go there now. So I will see you next week. Bye.